Last week, I did a video that shows you how the mind and body are connected and how you can change your mental state from agitation to relaxation. See, everything is connected. Today, I'm going to share some things that everyone can do. They just take a few minutes and it'll make your whole body healthier. I see animism as a way of living in the flow of nature, and this is actually a way to get to know your body and use it in a way that optimizes health and function. So stay tuned. Hi guys, I'm Laura Giles with Pan Society. We are your home for modern animism. So you might be wondering why I'm talking about how to activate your vagus nerves so that your body can heal itself from things like anxiety, depression, brain fog, inflammation, and really just anything. I see animism as a relationship with nature, and your body is where you live. So taking care of yourself tunes you into your physical experience. Your body is the vessel that you use to practice your spirituality and kind of connect with other people. So the better functioning your body is, the better your life is, right? So what's the vagus nerve? Unless you work in trauma, you probably never heard of it before, but it's the buzzword that's been around for the last few years now because it's just so freaking phenomenal. So vagus is Latin for wandering and to a lesser extent vague, and that pretty much sums it up. It's a nerve that begins at the brainstem and then kind of goes everywhere. It basically impacts all the things that happen in your body without you having to think about it, like heart beat and blinking your eyes, digestion, sweating, and breathing. So the vagus sends messages from the organs to the brain mostly, but it also works in the other direction too. One of the most important things it does is controls inflammation. And as you probably know, all disease has inflammation as a component. When the vagus nerve is not functioning well or it's not activated, we get conditions of chronic inflammation, disease, and mental illness. I could talk about all the technical stuff, but I'm going to leave that to the researchers so that you can hear about that from somebody who's better at that kind of thing. Instead, I'm going to give you things that you can do right now that will activate the vagus, and they're easy. Everybody can do them. So let's get started. So the first one is breathing. And we all breathe, right? So it adds no extra time or effort to your day. Unfortunately, many of us don't breathe correctly, so you may have to learn how to do that, but it's easy and all it takes is a few minutes. First, you want to sit or stand straight, because if you're slumped over, you're not going to have the ability to expand your lungs fully. And now, exhale fully. So most of us carry around a lot of stale air in our lungs that never gets emptied. This is especially true if you have anxiety, so exhale all the way out. Now, you're going to place one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest. And as you inhale, you want the one on your belly to move more than your chest. And for some of you, that's going to take some practice. And as you exhale, you want to feel that hand go down. This is a slow, easy breath, so no straining. And there's no hold at the top or the bottom of the breath. It's like a bellows. Easy open, easy closed. And lots of people use the Calm app for this to help them stay focused. There's other apps too, so it's not an endorsement. I do at least 5 minutes a day because with this one, more is more because it builds a habit. And when we sleep, we're going to revert back to our learned pattern of breathing. So if you have sleep apnea or snore, you know you don't have a healthy breathing pattern. So practicing this breath can help with that. There's actually a ton more I could say about breathing, but I want to give you 3 techniques, so let's move on. Okay, number 2, sleep well. Sleep long, sleep regular. This means that you go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even weekends. And I know some people say that they function better with a little sleep, but research doesn't actually support that. So we all need between 7 and 9 hours of sleep, more for teenagers and babies. Chinese medicines say we should all be asleep by 10:30 at the latest because our detox organs can't do their work well if we sleep later. So some tips to make that happen are to have a routine. The body likes routines. If you have a farm, you know that. You get off your routine and the animals don't like it at all and won't be as healthy or productive. People are the same. We're animals. So the routine could be to start to wind down an hour beforehand. If you're not eating, working, or watching TV right before bed, and maybe you're reading or taking a warm bath instead. You want to be hydrated so that you don't wake up thirsty, but you don't want to drink too late so that you're not waking up to go to the bathroom either. If your space is uncluttered and comfortable, you're going to sleep better too. So feng shui matters. And keep all the animals out of the bed. They can wake you up as they move around. And sleeping on your side is also healthier. It opens the airways, the pathways, and it helps you to breathe better. I like sleep. We do it anyway. It takes no extra time or planning. We just have to make sure it happens regularly and in a way that restores us. So number 3 is humming or chanting. Think Om. I know that may sound silly to some of you, like this Buddhist or hippie thing that people do, but it really does activate the vagus. So humming or chanting stimulates the throat nerves and the vocal cords that stimulate the motor fibers of the vagus nerve. The key for this one is to do it long and strong, and it has the added benefit of relaxing us, improving digestion, and reducing inflammation. True story. So it doesn't have to be Om. You can use vowel sounds. Mantras may also work well. So number 4 and 5 go in hand, and these are laughing and smiling. One telltale sign of a really whacked out vagus nerve is resting bitch face. Seriously. If your face is like a mask, you know when you're happy? This is my happy face. You could either have PTSD or you could be pretty seriously ill. And I don't know who said that laughing cures illness, but it's really true. So if you're sacrificing happiness, social time, and fun for work, you're literally killing yourself. Self-care is so important. Prolonged, deep laughter is better than a little smiling here and there. So this one might mean that you have to find time in your schedule. But even if you just smile at people throughout the day, as you go about your work, you're going to feel better. So when those muscles move, your brain doesn't know the difference between a fake smile and a real one. That said, if your mental talk talks you out of the happiness, then you can kill the benefit. So what I mean is, if your inner voice is saying, I have to be nice, this sucks, I can't wait to get out of here. By the time you get home, you're probably going to be ready to lose it. So truly fake it until it becomes a real thing. And act as if you're happy until you get there. There are actually a lot more ways to activate the vagus, but I want to give you some really common self-care things, and I don't want to overload you. So pick the one that's easiest and just get started. And these are great tips for parents too. If you want to rear healthy kids, make sure they get off to a good start by emphasizing the importance of these things. You know, a good job and lots of money are great things to have, but not if they come at the price of your health and well-being. For me, healthy living, natural living is what Animism is really all about, you know, how to be the best human possible. And we do that by first taking great care of ourselves. So I hope that was helpful. If so, you know what to do. Show me some love by liking, sharing, or subscribing. It encourages me to keep talking and sharing and lets me know what you care about. So thanks for stopping by, and see you soon. Ciao.